My car got cleaned out. Trying to keep it nice. You probably won't do it again. My toilet's still broken. I'm a little bit upset about that. My downstairs toilet, this is called a problem. My real person, whatever they did to him, he couldn't even sit there a whole week with a week off and leave that damn toilet broken. I don't know what they got up in this house. But when I find out, motherfucker, your whole company is going down. Because you want to sit around. You want to sit around like it's a fucking clown. Ain't nobody no damn clown over here. I'm hearing this is what caused the division in the first place. So the people that was mad, they had to pack up their stuff and go on the circus or go on the fool and join the circus. They got mad and they start killing the people at the top that had the connections to the finances that would be dropped down to me. And they start killing them and taking the finances or doing some stupid shit. Trying to turn the whole thing into a circus. And that's how you get a third world country. Because somebody said, oh, yeah, the government. That's why I don't like when people say, oh, the government doing this, the government. You better start pinpointing motherfuckers. You better start pinpointing the right people. You can say the government or black people or this people all day, but you better know what the fuck you talking about or ain't nothing going to change. This why nobody get in trouble for talking about the government. You understand? Royals not speaking back or speaking up for themselves. You got to have a little hood in you. That's the reason why these motherfuckers is silently going away or something, because you had the money and the status, motherfucker. You got to build up the momentum first and then get the rest. So y'all trying to make sure I don't get the rest, the finances. Okay. Let's see. Everything these people do is orchestrate. So you had intentions. Your works is that you orchestrate things, that you put things together in order to ruin things, whatever like this. So your intentions is just fucked up. You know, I didn't get raised amongst the royals, but I always had some type of a highbrow something about myself when I go somewhere. No, it wasn't really important how I was acting in the house, so you made sure you recorded me in the house. I could be sloppy in the house. But when I go out somewhere, my appearance is on point. Can't nobody say that they see me looking bogus at no party or something or stinking, out going, no. Unless you caught me on one of them days when I had to run in the gas station and I knew I needed to take a shower first and I just went to go get my cigarettes. Other than that, or looking crazy with my shoes hanging off or something like this, that's it. I was always told to just be some kind of way in public. That's the only thing I had to be concerned about. And when I grew up to a certain excuse me, age, there was something that I was going to have to do. It's like any surveillance that these people is putting forth is illegal. You can't even use it. If somebody talk about somebody on camera, and I told you, they could have me on camera anywhere, motherfucker. You ain't never seen me doing nothing that should land me in jail. Yeah, we got an Empress in reverse that don't want an ending, that's getting a tower. These could also be women that, I mean, how you sitting in the background? You see me saying I'm a female. You see me saying this stuff, trying to figure out the puzzle. And you in the background plotting to see who's going to be my girlfriend or whatever the fuck this is. And if I don't want to have a girlfriend, then you bitches think you're going to try to remove me off of my throne or sit your own self there or something. Somebody crazy. Somebody crazy. Or it's like, you know, the real people, the real royals are supposed to be like in situations where they're not alone. But y'all think that I'm buying the fact that you sneaking people, transporting people, moving people around. And these is like men with no backbone. This is like men with no morals, with no standards, they don't have no stamina. They don't have no, these are like men that didn't get none in high school. They Or if they are in a relationship, it's hard for them to pull women unless the only women that they can pull is the ones that already had access to them and check their net worth. So a lot of these girls that they ended up with is the girls that checked them thoroughly and their woman thoroughly. They had to steal from both of them and then present themselves as some kind of dime piece. Well, maybe it is a dime piece. Somebody's not getting their wishes fulfilled because they stopped a workplace affair. All right, somebody could have been dealing with somebody, and I don't want to say workplace because that would be deceiving people, in mob activity or gang activity. People that feel like they got some pull or some rank or something like this. Okay. All right. Yeah, so somebody could have stopped this affair, but you don't want them anyways. You still turn your back on this person because of what they had their dick in or whatever this is. Yeah, it's a goodbye here. Somebody could have moved away from you quickly to try to make it seem like this reading is about me or you being left behind or being left by somebody because they knew you didn't want them. But whoever this is, they could have left or something like this, but they still not getting their wishes fulfilled here. I feel like that's just the way it goes. It's not no like, you better stay with me or I'm going to ruin you or something like this. It wouldn't be me. Like, it just ain't never nothing. It ain't nobody. I done met a lot of people on this earth and I loved them and I lost and all them and all these things or whatever this is. And I still ain't the bitch that's going to be holding on to no. Speaking of bitches, hold on. We just going, because I feel like I ain't been on here all day. I was laid out on that couch cramping and just feeling miserable for a second. So I had to get up, go get me something weird. I just wanted something weird, okay? I didn't want no fries. I didn't want no nothing, but, something, of course, is going to have to be fast food. So I just settled for a baked potato with some chili on it. Okay? I needed something just quick because I went and bought McDonald's earlier. Like a McNugget meal. And I could only eat, I got the large and everything, y'all. The large fry with the 10-piece. I could only eat 4 nuggets and a little handful of fries. And then I just gave that stuff to my D-baby. Because I was so hungry, I was about to, throw up. I'm like, okay. I'm over here bleeding to death and shit. I don't know if these motherfuckers then try to take out my kidney or my liver. Because when we read that scripture earlier, it said Jesus was going to be dripped with blood or something like this. So I know they put that little Drake thing out, the fake Drake thing out. That new song with him in red. And then I was thinking, well, damn, I'm covered in red because I couldn't even make it to the bathroom without blood dripping down my legs. But this happened to me probably 3 years ago too. So I'm pretty sure it was something else is going on. I'm going back to a year or 2 or 3 years ago or something like this. But when I looked at that in defense on top of the coat of arms, when you look at it from a distance, it looked like the lion have a diaper on. And I was just telling my person, because he was like, shit, it's time for you to move into some Depends, or he was trying to be funny, or them underwear pads or something, because your ass, he's like, it's nasty. I don't even get embarrassed though. I think I'm weird. I'm okay with all of my body fluids, no matter how they come. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I'm weird. I can be a little bit weird about it. Like most people be like, bougie and stuff. They be like, oh, let me hurry up and jump in the shower after an incident like that. I cleaned it up as much as I could, and I was cramping so bad I went and lay right back on that couch. Okay. So there could be somebody that's not shady, but you don't like this person. I think people ain't understanding these parts. Somebody wasn't shady about, these are a bunch of girls that got turned into vamps or something, or they're already X-Men or something, people. And they've been fighting for their place in a imaginary system. It's also confusing because it's almost like on Legacies when Lizzie and them, she had that vision. They told her, go back and change the dream or whatever, because this stuff could either end like this or it could end another way. And the one way she came back and she was talking to her dad and she was like, what happened? And they were like, he died or whatever. You know, on that show, nobody really died. And she was like, oh my God, you know. And these people was like living in these warehouses and stuff, these empty buildings, like living in these warehouses, you know, with the hobo gloves on and the clothes, you know, the thick clothes. And, you know, they were talking about, oh yeah, there's a war. You know, some of our people just got hit on this side of town, and they were all like getting up, and like she was just shocked to see her people, like her dad and them, I think, dressed like thugs or whatever, and like handling things like this, like with weapons and stuff, because they was just going to the Salvatore school, you know, in real life or whatever. So it was something about a dream or something that happened with her, because they were finding out that she's like a maybe like a scryer or something. And there was some stories that she had written when she was little is why certain things is happening in the world. Now, excuse me. I don't know why I feel like, because I know my dad, whenever we moved, like I really didn't see the move, you know, when we were little. But like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, at this point, I'll be making sure certain stuff is with me. But when I was a teenager, I wasn't, when we were moving from place to place, I wasn't like, oh, where did that stuff go? It kind of like, you know, whatever showed up back wherever I was living at, that's what I used or something. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like something very shifty is going on. I noticed that I had a little bit of gas in my tank that was put in my tank, and then all of a sudden, I think he went to go clean my car and he put more gas in there. And I'm thinking, like, why would you do that? You never do that. Like, all week I'll be with a quarter tank of gas every single week. I only have a quarter tank of gas every single week. It get me through the whole week. He put it in there on Saturday or Sunday, and I have it the rest of the week. So I don't know why somebody's putting some extra gas in my car. I don't know. Somebody's like, oh, just run away. I you know, I got holes already. Just run, because they're living off of some illegal like, how are you fucking around with me, nigga? I'm still in the system. I'm still in wedlock. You're not in wedlock. Remember? I'm telling you, these are these people that like sold their birthright already. You gave it. No, you let the Moors and these people convince you to do it. You fell for the okie doke. You fell for the okie doke, and now they're trying to force everybody else to go into the system because you fell for the okie doke. Like, I think people don't understand that I'm not connected to anything. I'm just only concerned about my crown. And whatever the information that comes to me from source to tell people, that's what I get on here and say. You know, that's just it. Okay? So, we got divine feminine or Fee. So, dead Fee. I know they used to call my places the Fifi. So, if something happened, if these people try to set me up, if the city girls try to set me up at a hotel or something happened that blew these people back, something supernatural, possibly. And then when they got back up, because that's why I said somebody is, even the strangler person. These niggas, these serial strangler, these niggas is strangling these girls, and you're not finding them because they still living somewhere else. Okay? They steal from the queen or the queen bee or the top bitch. And then they sprinkle this money out for a lot of hoes to try to make themselves look good. If the queen bitch don't never get what she supposed to be getting, the person makes sure that she looks stupid or shitty or something like this after all this is said and done. And there's bitches all over the world, okay, that make their own money because they got a head start with the person that gave them the money and things like this. You know, somebody is just, this shit is just ridiculous. But anyways, so we got divine Fee. They could be trying to say like, oh, you died, you're in denial or something like this. That was not me. I told you. Whatever. Listen, it don't even matter, because somebody's like, oh, whatever you're seeing on that digital thing, that's just a mirage, or whatever you're seeing on the footage, that's just a mirage, or bop, bop, bop. It doesn't matter. The fact that makes it even worse, because then who produced that footage? If these was a bunch of kids reenacting some type of crime or something, okay, who redid the footage? Because whoever redid the footage to put out as a spell or a hoax to get people wrapped up into that case and spend hours and hours and watch that footage, when they took a picture of that girl's foot hanging out that freezer, I know for a fact, okay? So I'm thinking that Something either happened to one of mine, a child that they produced without my knowledge. This is who Kanika Jenkins really is, or this is some shit that they trying to say that they did to me 20 years ago to try to make a reason why I'm different or something, okay? Or whatever. But the fact that y'all put somebody in there with that foot looked like Sophia's foot. So therefore, there had to be something, a seed or something produced by Sophia, because I know with this girl's foot, and I ain't talking about the private parts, I'm talking about the actual foot on your damn, where you could walk around on. The girl foot that was in in that footage, okay? She had on gray Jordans. I have a memory, okay? So the girl that had on the gray Jordans, we can only see her legs in this image, so we don't know who the fuck it is. You got to show me. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that with me. Okay? So when her feet was all tucked up under and everything like this, that could have been a whole different scene. I'm talking about in the Kanika Jenkins footage that's online for everybody to see. Okay? It's supposed to probably have been left with as evidence with the police, but everybody been able to see it and create scenarios and lie and manipulate and try to set somebody up because they know too much. There's people trying to crack the case. It's already been cracked. These people know who killed whoever it was. Okay? So you got people, trying to create scenarios when other people get too close to what people think sounds like that really could have happened if they didn't break the case. They're trying to set these people up and say, oh, you had to be there if you knew that clue. Come on, man. The foot looked just like the play Sister Sophia's foot. I didn't see myself on the footage. I didn't see nobody that looked like me. Even if you're saying the footage is fake, then why was Sophia Parham on the footage? Period. These are gangs in the streets, like hunting down people in suburbia USA, minding their business. That's not even a part of the Out of the Matrix, Truman Show, Broken, Barbie, whatever this is. We're not even a part of that. And you're trying to own us because of you're lusting after us because of what we were getting. And even to the point where these people are putting shit in their name or going and collecting our things. Like, this is something that is an unethical, it's not this culture, is foreign as hell. You don't do that. Motherfucker wake up and find out that they a queen or something like this, then they're going to be like receiving gifts. They're going to get little upgrades who's going to lift them here, and then they're going to be looking like this, and you're going to be able to see their but you're dealing with a whole bunch of bloodsuckers or something like this. Right? These thirsty people that want what somebody else have. They don't want to see somebody that was broken down have a princess story or something like this. They want to see people die or something. They want agony. They want something for people that don't deserve it. And that's why you're going to end up with it. Because the real motherfuckers, you could swipe something from them that they didn't know that they had, and guess what? They still going to be having a smile on their face when something is funny. They still going to be chilling. They still going to be doing whatever. Like, I don't know what to tell these people here. All right? So somebody is messed up over you. This divine feed. This could be somebody who passed away or something like this. Or somebody got hurt or something like this. Okay? And then we have the Queen Bee. Secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused. You could be all these things and somebody is still blocking you. You could be pregnant. Okay? With an idea or a child. Okay? It's pointing to some baby shoes. This little orange thing. This also looked like a shot. This looked like a shot. Or I was just looking at something about these little individual stories that be coming online when people be like on drugs or something like this. And they be sitting there, somebody be like, oh, boy, so how long you been on drugs? Okay, where you sleep at? And they be showing them the trap houses and stuff like this. It was a girl, and she was living in like a run-down place. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, my God. Goodness gracious. Okay. And I guess that they needed a place to sleep that night, and so they slept in this abandoned place. Like, it just was horrible, this place. Okay. And these could be actors that they paying to tell somebody else's story too. Okay. But there was a whole bunch of these orange things like this on the ground. Like they took like construction paper, like not construction paper from school, but the real construction paper from like that thick red paper from like a construction site. They laid out some of that. They found a sheet or something, and it just showed like where they were sleeping at. Just gave us a close up, and they had a whole bunch of little things like this. Because I'm hearing that a lot of this stuff that we talking about, this is not happening on the physical or something. Even when these people is talking about 5D, a lot of these girls is taking drugs to tap into that frequency. Or they're running script off of manuscript. They could be running script off of all of these drug addicted women, or these people that then went on that side. Okay, because if we think about heaven as the mind, I keep on hearing that song, The Other Side of Heaven. So over there we're like trippy, like over there were people that are like controlled substance, you know, functioning drug addicts. Okay, that's what they call it, a functioning drug addict. Or but I feel like people really be tapping into the ones that's out of there, right? Some of these tarot readers, if you listen to them when they really slow down, like Mommy Wata Tarot, like Beyond the Veil. Okay, I used to get a little bit of this from but more like High on Weed though, from Unique Tarot, Goddess something 333. If you listen to these girls, sometimes you could tell the girls that's on like some kind of opioid or some kind of something, some kind of substance or something like this. And it could take them there. Okay. Teach me all the signs of love. Okay. You take me up, take me down. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So you could tell these people. Okay. Sometimes you can hear them, the ones that be, taking that shit and whatever it is. Okay. And so, like I told you, they could be doing this as experimental things to plot this on other women like me, that just, there's no reason in your life right now or in the past. You never know where the fuck you could be in the future, but you can't speak for that. But now and in the past, you've never been on drugs, and somebody could be trying to get paperwork on you to see if you, so they will take this and experience that and then turn in this stuff like you a drug addict when that's not even your stuff. The true thing is that a queen could be pregnant and somebody took it and they're saying that, oh, we put it in the air, but this person is a drug addict. So they're putting a baby in a drug. This is some kind of experimental shit too. Somebody could be like, oh, the queen is smoking cigarettes. We were able to immaculate something with her, but we're going to put it inside of a drug addict. Right? This ain't even people that don't want to put it inside the woman because she's going to lose her shape or her stomach going to get big like mine and never go down. No. You see what I'm saying? Who knew that when we read that part of the Bible that they would be talking about people selling out their family members to science and then them creating different types of specimens inside of these women's wombs? And there's some entities or creatures that are waiting, okay, that are waiting to see what was created inside of you and say, oh, I'll buy that one for 10,000, or I'll take that one for 50,000. I've seen this type of breed, something like this almost created. Yes, I want that one. All right. All this shit I'm talking about is not for fun. It's a no. All right. This person may not be spiritual. So this is somebody that needs an heir to come through, a drug addict or something like this. Maybe even to say that you had drugs in your system when the baby was born, because it will have the DNA of the queen. But a dope fiend, they purposely took an egg or something and put it in a dope fiend. So when it's born, they can say that the baby was born with drugs in it, so that neither the woman that had the child or the DNA that it matches with can have access to the child. Okay. So somebody might want a not spiritual baby, whatever this means. I don't know. Because spirituality can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. All right. Yeah. So again, with spiritual here, with the Empress in reverse, this person, chaos, ego, death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. Somebody may not be as woke or something as they thought they was. And then you have the queen bee is about to bring the tower, or they try to get her to take a tower. And then we have death in reverse. Somebody is not like, say that they say, oh, if the queen or something like this, you have to exterminate this child, or if something is growing from the science lab, you have to exterminate that. You can't, they're not doing that. They're transporting it over to like a dope fiend or something, which is more trauma and stress on the baby. And these are the children that they're bringing into the world here, especially possibly in Americas, to hurry up on the third world countryism. Do you get what I'm saying? Something like that, a little bit. Okay. All right, let's see. So there's a third party situation, and somebody could be having animosity. Somebody could have a couple holes or something like this, and then now they're ready for you to somebody could have humiliated you enough or something, and now they're ready for you to go out and get a job or work or something. Somebody could be saying that you're not their child, or this is somebody that could have killed all of your children. Just depending on your this is somebody that could have sat right next to you and just told you the truth, but they used everybody else in the family and the community because they fear you or something like this, and they want to claim a victory over you. But nigga, you can't even face me in my face, so you don't get the victory. Actually, you could just get your ass beheaded. But somebody could be saying this is not my child or something, or this could be like the Truman Show, people trying to get rid of Truman. They scared now. Truman didn't leave. Now the people want, they scared or something like this. But we got this energy here. Somebody sees something too clearly with these blue eyes, and now somebody want to try to make you go get a job or something. Oh, you see that we all false kings here? Okay, bitch, go get a job. And it's like, no, not before all you niggas die for all of the crimes and shit that you did to these people when I couldn't see your ass fully clearly. Yeah, so we got the chakras here in alignment. Somebody's chakras could be in alignment here. Somebody didn't want you or me to know who your enemies or your friends or anything were. We got abuse in reverse here. Somebody's in the north node here. Okay. I'm also getting that a male could have also been in agreement with your person that had you. It's like, I want your cow. In 1 year, I'm going to be ready to take it. Okay. And then this person abused the cow. The person paid for it or whatever. Like, you got to take good care of it. Okay, let me show you my stalls. This is how we take care of our cows. Until you come pick up the cow, this is exactly how it's going to be taken care of. But you didn't take care of it like that. You put it in the back room in a muddy old slothy thing. You put all your prize cows that you're going to keep in some kind of pretty stalls. So when people come and say, oh, yeah, and you put this one in the back in the mud or something like this. If somebody did some shit like this here. All right, somebody wanted to like humiliate somebody before they left or something. And now this is the downfall of everything the fuck you was building. Because now I don't even think I want to go. I want to live halfway over here and halfway over there. Yeah. So, again, they're trying to say that they wasn't abusing someone. Divine feminine in reverse here. Because somebody is a real god here. Okay? Somebody is a real god here. Yeah, they're trying to say that they didn't abuse the queen or something like this. Or they kept somebody separate. They could have took one of your clones and put it separate. And then saying, I'm seeing Quebec. All right? They could have put it separate. And they saying, oh, well, this queen, look how beautiful this one look. And look at this one down here. We wasn't abusing it. She just is a piece of shit. Or he's just a piece of shit, whoever this is, okay? And then we have a karmic person, the Empress in reverse, the spiritual person in reverse, and then we have the karmic energy here that wants to be in the reverse. It's like somebody is messed up over you or finding out who you are. They don't even want to be wicked towards you or something like this. Yeah, this could be somebody that's enamored with somebody here. Somebody could have thought for like 20 years that they were sitting next to the real girl king or the girl king that everybody said that was coming, but they finding out that this person was a fake the whole time. The real person was the person these people was bullying, or the person that person that they was with was trying to make it seem like they're like a footstool for them. And somebody's finding out that that's not true. Okay. Yeah. This hello from the other side. I also heard easy on me. Somebody knows exactly what the fuck they were doing. This could also be somebody that's like, oh my God, if I have to go back to America and give up this crown or whatever, I don't even know. The only person I think I want to be with is my best friend's husband, or something like this. Okay. So this person is looking like they in the upright, but they are the reason why this house is in reverse. They're trying to get rid of the footage of this workplace affair between somebody that's close to you and somebody else. This treason, okay? Because amongst kings and queens, the real ones, that's treason, okay? That'll get your ass beheaded. You know, it's just like, it's simply like that. So you're not in a castle surrounded by guards or something. People think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And then when they realize that when you get on your throne, you actually can still go looking for them and find them and do what you wanted to do with them when they thought that you didn't have no protection. Now they, they're panicking a little bit or something like this. Okay. Yeah, something is not the distant future. Something is right now. And we got Ed up. Somebody named Ed. This could be this Grassley or Greenlee energy, which could really be a Fitzgerald. Okay. In a distant future, somebody is going up. Is not this Ed person is going up. Okay. And then we got you going. You is down. Both people are seen as like innocent or something. But again, this Ed person was having affairs with these people here. Okay. Secret affairs or something like this. Okay. Or when they were supposed to pick somebody to teach them the ropes, they didn't pick the right person. Okay? Because they're all a part of this cult. Greenlee, Grassley, Green, Marjorie Kringle. Green, Marjorie Satan? Kringle? Wait, the North Pole? All right. So. Oh. So we have this unbothered energy here in the distant future. This is this person's side piece here. All right. This is somebody's side piece. All right. This person is saying like, peace, get out of here or something like this. It's kind of like how when I be talking to my D baby, sometimes then her mom will get sad. I can hear her in the other room. Stop talking to her like that. But, she be leaving her to the household throughout the day, right? You know how this is. This is regular shit amongst family or so-called family dynamics. Even when you was younger, you could yell at your kids or something like this, but somebody else tried. You'd be like, what the fuck wrong with you? But this is what this make me think about. And sometimes if everybody's getting mad at the D baby, she's running around tearing, then she'll get sad or something. But she's not listening to how she talked to the child or something like this. But it don't matter because it's her child anyway. You see what I'm saying? I was about to make another point about this. It's like the dynamic here that I'm picking up is like, yeah, but she's one of ours, or he's one of ours, or something like that. And it's like, so that's even more way you should be handling that. You understand? Because somebody thinks that you're jealous of this person, but you're not. Okay? I was about to say something about the dynamic of, like, it's okay or whatever until you got something to say about this person. Or you could see that people had people had bad intentions for a person. A group of people had bad intentions for a person. And then when the person realized it and lash out at the group, then they try to use all of their energy, all their might to hurry up and put a bag over that person's head and shut them up because they know it's true. But the people that's giving them the award or something like this, or the representation, it too. Just a whole bunch of motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody also could be saying that I stole identity from this person, but it's the other way around here. All right? Yeah, like a good angel could have lost their wings because of this bitch. This could be also people that took these men back to their den thing. Okay? And tried to show them the ropes, and the people was real nice to them because they thought they was bringing something to the table. But if they went against these girls, then they quickly seen, how bad they could get or something like this. I don't know if I was speaking, but I don't know. It feels like more like the 80s again here. Because I'm seeing like little kids outside playing, a couple little kids outside playing or something. I'm also seeing more riding bikes up and down the street and everything. And I haven't seen that in a long time. And then we also have dogs are barking a lot. When I go outside, the dogs are barking. Now, this could be somebody trying to go back in history and turn you into a wolf and leave all the lion out of you. Um, you know, these is people that might think that in war, they actually lost the intellectual part of the war because y'all had all the might and all the moves and the person is still standing. And even mentally, you have not been able to tame or do something to this or corrupt or do something to this person in reality. And it's almost like these people try to take somebody back. They didn't want you to be a wolf back in the day, but they want to take you back and just let you be a wolf and not a lion or something. You know, these people is crazy, but you can't do none of that. Yeah, you can't do none of that. Like, they don't always, say this is your boyfriend, your brother, your sister, your daddy or something. They all came up with this scheme. These people is willing to do anything to make sure I don't get what the fuck, but this is about to be a whole shift. You know that nigga ain't the real king. You know who is the real motherfucking king over here. But everybody is on that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Somebody know that there's some kind of entity attachment, or these are motherfuckers that'll kill you or one of your clones just to get the attachment onto them. So they can have the essence that you have or you don't have no more. That's like somebody come and strip my essence, put it in one of my clones. My clone look like me, walk like me, talk like me, but they don't have those things. They don't have the aura, they don't have the soul, they don't have the. This is what the fuck these people are trying to do. And then that person comfortable with this person. Oh, I'm so glad what we're building. And they looking at her too, like, yeah. Like you got a lobby full of bitches that you plotting on, nigga, and you a grown ass man. Girl, these people better get up out of here. Look what I just said. And then you sit here doing death magic on the person. These are people that think that they all that, bitch. I would probably wear a trash bag before I became you. You know, these are people that want to kill you and force you to come back next lifetime as them. Ugh. I'd rather be a fucking, I don't know what I'd rather be. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what I'd rather be. I feel like somebody been doing this for a long time. Yeah, somebody's been confused, okay, by a community of people. Okay? A group of people or some type of science text or something here, a family of people have been having someone under a confusion spell. Okay? They have not been able to be with the right person. Well, maybe they really just did this now. Yeah, somebody didn't hurt you. They came towards you. They didn't hurt you. All right? Confusion. All right? Somebody could be saying that they didn't hear, but some crying happened. I don't know. There's also somebody, you know, we got the healer here with this person. Somebody could be claiming that they healed you from something. I'm not sure. But somebody was crying, though. I don't know what this is here. Achievement with science. Somebody trying to make it seem like a man came through to heal you. But these people is confused, or it's something that's confusing him. Could have been trying to leave you sick. These are people that'll go through a town and say, yeah, we got the healing person over here or whatever like this. Anybody come drink from this? A snake oil salesman. Drink from this fountain. You ain't never got to drink from a fountain again. And somebody could have been getting some people sick. Yeah, what I said. Like, come sleep with the champ or whatever like this. You know how they said in The Keeper and the Gods, they was like, oh, where's this man at? Let me pack up my stuff and go see him. I think it was Sheba. Hold on, it's like something that's in my nose. So, Sheba packed up her stuff and went to go see that man or whatever. But somebody about to be going to the doctor or something here. Or maybe somebody was coming towards you talking about they was healing you, but they went to the doctor and got this baby taken out of you to put it in a drug addict. Oh, shit. Yeah, because this person is a thief. Okay? This is somebody that's spiraling out of control or something like this. Somebody keep oh, I see you spiraling out of control. Somebody been kind of low-key saying this and they low-key shit. So somebody's talking more about the propaganda around somebody than the songs that they wrote. Or whoever playing this person wrote or something like this. Somebody trying to steal something, y'all. Yeah, a demon, a divine masculine. Somebody trying to steal something from somebody. Oh my goodness, I think we having a Okay. A star seed is falling. Okay, we can't even reach down there. I got to go back home. I already feel what this is about to be. Yeah, somebody did something. Somebody took somebody in, maybe for well, there's no such thing as a forced abortion. Only murder. If a man is like repeatedly, if he got some high-tech job and he repeatedly coming in on a woman and doing something with a woman, okay, and he's secretly taking her to get these children removed out of her and put her name on some list and say that she having an abortion, this person is a murderer. And I just seen how this look like this. It's a thief, and we got, how was it just looking right there? Oh, right there. And we got Uri. Somebody is not Rihanna, or this is not your family, or somebody is fake. Rihanna is a clone or something of my cousin Denise Bruton, the lady down there that tore Netanyahu a new butthole with them glasses, with them beady-eyed glasses, and that little short curly afro S-curl hair. That is probably a young version of Joanne Bruton, which is Denise Bruton's mother, supposed mother. Even though I don't know how Denise Bruton got that hair and that skin complexion with the parents' skin color that what they have. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a more of the Cabbage Patch Kids syndrome here. All right? Now, Netanyahu look a lot like my uncle, her dad, Ernest. Okay? And that woman, same thing as Sherry Shepherd, look a lot like my uncle Al, wife Tanya. Y'all not fooling me. Like, I don't know what's the thing. See, because that's what I said. There's no rhyme or reason because y'all thought I'd be dead or something like this, But it's not happening that way. It's just not. Yeah, we got a thief here. This Energy, Risa, Rihanna, Southern Mystic. One of these people or something here is the one that stole this uterus or stole somebody's. I don't know, y'all. Because these are people like, oh, yeah, the Mr. Alien or Mr. something is going over there. Oh my goodness, we better get that womb put back in that person. People is fucking with people's body like this. I'm trying to tell you right now why you a living being. Like them eyes ain't rotating around on that wheel, capturing everything that these people is doing. Something is heartbreaking here. Somebody somebody sure did. They're not killing the babies, they're giving it up or something maybe. With this and this. From the queen. So somebody did paper genocide on the queen, or the real queen is dead, but as long as I'm here, she really ain't. So it's something like that, okay? Yeah, some alien person could be getting enlightened about this, and they want to take the opportunity to be with somebody, but you might be single and sexy, something. I mean, you don't, after this type of performance, you don't have to worry about me being in love or attracted with anything that look like Derek Coleman, which is supposed to be my husband or supposed to be the person that's living in the house with me right now. I wouldn't even respect no person like this that sat there and allowed these. If I couldn't see something or if say something was wrong with me, and this person agreed with these people or failed with their antics when I'm the real motherfucking thing to do any one thing to me or leave me out of something, I could never. I'm just telling you right now. Okay? So I know somebody trying to sneak some, imagine somebody like, oh, that bitch is trash or whatever. But every man in the world is trying to marry you for 365 days. There's a different man trying to marry you behind the scenes because you're the only bitch in the world with a wheel of fortune that is an endless wheel of fortune that you ain't even been able to fucking touch yet. And every man has done this every year of your life. 300 men, 365 men to take your fucking money. Bitch, you motherfuckers is going down. It's point blank, period, that motherfucking simple. I don't, that's why they chose me. You understand? Girl, these seagulls is looking at me like I'm crazy. That's why they chose me, motherfucker. You could play behind my back all the fuck you want to, but don't let me get a whiff of what the fuck is really going on. It's done. It didn't just happen just overnight. It's the little scent, it's the little pieces of the scent of with the little shit I've been picking up on. Even if it's wrong, motherfucker, I said I'm starting with a clear slate. God move everything. that could have did something that didn't do nothing when the shit happened. Move everything. Move everything. Yeah, that's why somebody trying to say something about somebody crazy. It's just a game anyways. Get rid of everything. Move it to the side. But you know, in that little game my children used to play on that DS, Animal Crossing, and they had to go to Tom Nook and buy that stuff. Put them over there in Tom Nook's cabin. Put them over there in Uncle Tom's cabin. I'm going to go over see if I can pick them up later on. They're in the way. Somebody saying somebody crazy and somebody trying to protect this person. Five of Swords. They know it ain't true. Somebody got a new cup to play with the little birdie in there. Empress, whatever, with the little wooden bird on your desk. You always been there. You always been leading this man. Or whoever this is when they were supposed to be listening to somebody else. It could also be like a father, something already happened to Charles or something like this and they hiding it. And this is like Harry or William or somebody, you know, holding on close to this cup because this is the cup that was leading your daddy to hell where everybody else is going for thinking that you was going to take my motherfucking crown. See? That's what's coming out of the woodworks right there. Two of Swords. I can see your ass now. Yep. Yeah. Because this girl, rage is set in now. Rage is set in now. We was okay with being under Elizabeth the Queen, you know, what the presented that we was presented with. But this bitch, no. Absolutely not. Hold on. Absolutely not.